Hello again. In this lesson, what we are going to do, we are going to display our statistics. Okay, this page we are going to create this tab actually. So what we need to do, how we can do that? To do that, I need to come here and I need to create a new function, and this time I will say def display statistics. Okay, and after here I will say for now, by the way, I will say self. Okay, and after that we need to change it because we need to use bind method, okay, for this function, and that's why we need to change self, but now it's fine. So what I will do, I need to here let's say pass. Okay, what I need to find, I need to configure my labels, this LBL book count, LBL member count, and LBL taken count. And so what I need to do here, firstly I need to create my queries. Okay, I will say count books. Okay, this is my first query, and I will say here cursor dot execute, and here I will say select count. Okay, this is a new function we will use, count, and what I will count, I will count book ID. Okay, and close parenthesis, and after that here what I need to say, I need to say from my table name is books, right? And here I will say fetch all. Okay, the second one is I will say count members, okay, is equal to cursor dot execute, and here very similar, let's copy this guy and until here, copy and paste it here. This time what I will say, I will say count member ID, okay, this time, and member ID, and from members. Okay, my table name is members. Okay, so the other one is taken books, right? Taken books, okay, is equals cursor dot again execute. I will use something different here, and here I will say again select count again, but here I will say book status. Okay, and here what I will say, I will say from books again, books, but I need to say here where book status, let me here, book status is equal to 1. Remember in our table, book table, right, we have a field, its name is book status. The default value is 0. 0 means the book is in my library, but if status is 1, that means this book is borrowed by someone, it's taken. Okay, and here of course I need to say fetch all. Okay, and after that what I need to do, I need to configure my labels, right? And how can I do that? I will show it, but before that I want to show you something. Print, I will say count books. Okay, but if I want to display my statistics, I need to call this function. So to do that I will go to here, I have here functions, right, and I will say display statistics. Okay, and here I will say pass in self. So now if I run my application, let's go to here, what will print out count books. Okay, and if I run my application here, I don't need to click statistics actually, let's check it here. So here, as you see now, we have here Python returns for us a list, inside a list another tuple, and what I need to do, I need to get this 6. So how can I do that? To that I need to come here and say self dot my LBL book count dot config. Okay, and here I will say I need to use text property, text equals total, I will say. Okay, and after that here I need to use plus, and here I will say CTR because my value is integer, so I need to use CTR string. Okay, I need to convert it. So here I will say count books, but first index and again first index. Okay, why it's like that? Because Python returns for us a list, and inside the list another tuple. So that's why we need to say here books first index and again first index. Okay, and after that here plus, and I will say here again books in library. Okay, this is for first one, and for the second one I will count, I will display my members, right? So I will say self.lbl member count.config, and here text is going to be, this time I will say total member. We can say total member, and here plus CTR count members, and again first index, and other one is again will be first index. Okay, total member 6, something like total book. Also we can also say total book, something like that, but okay, anyway, no problem. And the last one is our taken books, right? So self.lbl taken count.config, and here what I will use, I will use again text property, and here I will say taken books. Okay, and here again plus CTR taken books first index, and again first index. If I run my application now, let me run it. Run. So if I go to statistics, as you see now, total 6 books in library, total member 2, taken books 1. Okay, and this is how we can display our statistic. Actually, let me also show you something. For example, here now if I click add member, okay, and here let's say something new member, and here for the phone numbers, and I will say add member, and now here we have 3 members, right? It's library management is, I will click this one, and statistics. You see still it says 3 members. How can I update it? So we also need to solve this problem. To update it, what I need to do, I need to come, and here I need to create a bind method for my function, and here I need to come here and say self.tabs.bind. okay, and here I will say not book tab changed, and here what I need to do, I need to use this symbol, and after that by which function I will update my notebook tabs, I will update by display statistics. Okay, but now what I need to do, I need to remove these parentheses. Okay, and here I need to pass in instead of self event. Okay, and now if I run my application again, now statistics, right? Total member is 3. Okay, add book, sorry, if we can add book, by the way, it doesn't matter. Let me add something. Let's say new book, author, new author, page, something like that, and the language is, let's say, English. If I say add book, now 6 books, right? We need to what we need to do, we need to go back to this one. Okay, and here, by the way, we don't have this book here. We will also solve this problem. We need to also update our list. Okay, but if I click statistics, you see total 6 books in library. It was 6. So also let's add a member, add member, and let's add this one. Okay, it doesn't matter the name. And if I go back to statistics, you see total member is 4. How can I solve this problem? To do that, I need to use here bind method. Okay, notebook tab changed. Okay, and for now that's all. In next lesson, what we are going to do, we will also solve the other problems about our here. We need to also update this guy, right? Because when I add new book, Listmark doesn't display our new book. Okay, and for now that's all. See you in the next.